This is a video for Dan and everyone from Yankee Creek Ranch. Well, guys, we took Connor down to the stable view 4-star short. This was an important event for Connor. This was sort of our final run before the Kentucky 5-star, and I was nervous. I really wanted to make sure that we went to this competition and had a good performance and a good result. You always feel like your last run in wants to be get this feeling that the horses are peaking, and I have to say Connor was a brand new horse compared to what we had a couple of weeks ago. If you remember, 3 or 4 weeks ago we're down in Carolina and he wasn't at his best. He was a bit spooky. We're in a slightly easier class, and I don't know, I just didn't love the way he was just a bit backed off and spooky. And a couple of weeks of training up here in Pennsylvania and got to work on him and stuck him in the big class, and he was bloody brilliant. Obviously, this is the dressage, and he hit the ball out of the park. He was a little bit spooky and nervous in the warm-up, but I rode him very, very forward in the build-up, in the warm-up before the class. And he went in and did a ripper. We scored a 26, 75% from one judge, 73% from the other. Still a little bit of room for improvement. We had a bit of trouble in the walk, but come Kentucky, I think he could put in a monstrous score. Being back here in Pennsylvania has been a huge advantage. We've been working away with his dressage, with the dressage coaches. I think the biggest thing is he's got such a big neck in the training. We have to work him with his neck stretching down quite low. It just sort of stretches his top line and his back muscles, and that's what gets him moving big. Anyway, the show jumping, which you'll see in a moment, Dan, he was bloody fantastic. We had our jumping coach Peter Wild come and meet us at the competition, and we spent a little bit more time in the warm-up just getting him warming him up on the flat, just getting him a little bit more relaxed and trying to actually get his canter stride a bit big and open and riding him a little forward. And we also had a bit of a slightly different warm-up where we jumped a couple of the early warm-up jumps a little freer and a bit looser, like trying to get him to sort of jump across the fence as well. And we had one pole in the show jumping, you'll see in a minute, but he actually jumped a really, really good round. So it was a bit annoying that we had a rail down, but the way he went around the course was very, very good. Anyway, mate, like I said to you on the phone yesterday, I'm pumped. I think we're all systems go for Kentucky. Obviously, it's his sort of first 5-star, and it's a big one. It's going to be as big as an electric as Connor's seen in his career, but I feel like we've sort of been ready to tackle this level for a while now, so we should be in good sport, in good sort of standings here. He really could have contested this event this time last year, so we've sort of got one more year of training under our belt. So he's still a little bit inexperienced in green, but it's time to strike. It's time to give it a real good crack and go for broke. If something little goes wrong in the course, early on the course, and it doesn't feel great, we could always pull up and reroute to Lamullen, but I also don't want to have that excuse in the back of my mind. I really feel like the way Connor went this weekend, if he can be the same horse at Kentucky, we're going to be a very, very strong contenders. The cross country, we lost a shoe about halfway around, but the footing and the grass there, they made a big effort on the condition of the ground. So I knew I lost the shoe, but I kept on galloping on just because I wanted to be competitive, and I also felt like the ground was good. He's got good feet too, so hopefully he's A-okay. We've got our vet's going to come over here on Monday and just go over him from head to toe to make sure he's in good health. But I feel like I've got him really, really fit too. Out of the 3 horses, he felt probably the strongest at the end. He's a little bit younger than the other 2. And a little bit more gung-ho than the other 2, but he he feels quite strong in his fitness. I feel like his weight and his muscle and everything's good. So getting back to the show jumping round, he's a bit tricky sometimes early in the course. The first couple of jumps he can be a little spooky and backed off, but I was just really, really pleased with the way he sort of jumped the whole track. What the feeling from the rider is, you want to try and manufacture quite a round jump where he sort of jumps up and jumps throughout his whole body, not just lift his legs up. And like I said before, we had a good warm up. We had a coach there, and we actually just spent a little bit more time getting the horse going in his flat work before we started doing the warm up jumps. Cross country, you'll see in a minute. It was a tough course. It was a good course. It was sort of long. It was sort of 6.5 minutes long. At Kentucky, he's got to go twice that far. So it was bloody hot though. Like the horses were quite hot when they finished. It was about 85 degrees. It was sort of a good fitness run though. Obviously, his last competition at Carolina, I just cantered around. He still would have got a little, there's the rail down there, would have got a little bit of fitness out of it. But I don't know, we're in good shape. Just going back to that rail, he just had it with his back toes. So we've got to just, with our training, make sure that he sort of finishes the jump behind. Sometimes with his hind legs, he gets a little bit clamped up. Anyway, he gave me a great round cross country. It was a tough enough course. There were 3 water jumps on the track, and I felt like he just performed well. He galloped well. He was reading his fences well, and he felt very, very sort of confident and honest at all the jumps. Anyway, mate, I think we're in good shape. This next 3 weeks, I think we'll probably do a big gallop session on Friday. We'll probably stick 3 more hard gallops into him, and then we'll get down to Kentucky sort of the Monday or Tuesday before the contest. His dressage, if I was guessing, would be probably Friday afternoon, and then his cross country will be probably Saturday afternoon, and then his show jumping will be Sunday afternoon. But if you're thinking of coming, let me know, just because you got to try and get the good VIP tickets. There's a great VIP lounge that the owners go in that's got fantastic service, good food, and the best place to watch. And obviously we'll have stable passes and stuff for you as well if you want to come see him. This next fence was the toughest fence on the course. It was a bit of a hanging rail to a downhill over a ditch, and I had a couple of rough rides on it, my other horses, but as you'll see here, Connor was just brilliant at it. He read the fence, hopped it, and really tackled this jump with bravery and boldness. Anyway, mate, we're in good shape. Feel like all the stars are starting to align, and we're ready to rock.